I love Chris Evans. Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. So you can probably tell this is a bit different. I'm not with Taylor and it's horrible. I've literally been sat here for nearly 5 minutes trying to start this video. So we're filming alone, and I think by now you will have seen Taylor did her everyday makeup routine of what we wear in the parks, or what she'd wear in the parks. And I filmed the same video. As I was editing it, it literally had no sound, and I'd deleted the video everywhere. Like, I had no other copy of it and it just had no sound. There was nothing I could do. I thought after losing that video I really didn't feel like filming another makeup video just because I was so like annoyed, but I did think it'd be quite fun to do a get to know me video. I don't know if I'm going to do like an amount of facts about me, if I've got some questions I'm looking up on Google. I'm useless at these types of things. Answering questions like this stress me out. I'm a person who has a lot of favourite things in life. I really love a lot of things, so I find it really hard to talk about things that I love and things that I like and things like that. It's really hard for me. It like really causes me stress. So I've googled some questions. So I don't know, I might just ask some questions, pop in a few facts. So actually, I think I'll start with like the main sort of things about me. So my name is Daisy, as you probably will know if you've come from Instagram. I'm 20, I'll be 21 on the 27th of June. I'm from England.
I'm the most boring person on the planet. I just love like Disney, Marvel, Chris Evans.
The other thing I did want to say is I'm going to try to make this non-Disney, Marvel, etc. It's going to try and be things just about me and not about Disney and stuff, because I know that we'll do plenty of videos just on Disney, just on Marvel, like I can assure you. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a look on my iPad actually, because I've got some questions on Google. Do you use sarcasm a lot? Yes. Oh, I like this one. Okay, favourite smells. I'm very funny on the smells of things like perfume and things. I'm very particular. For a reference, my all-time favourite perfume ever is Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. So if you ever smell that, then you'll know my favourite scent and the type of things I like. In other senses, I love vanilla. I absolutely love vanilla. And another one that I love, and nobody ever agrees with me on this, so I never talk about it, and then me and Taylor realised the other night that we both love this smell, is banana. Like, banana is probably my favourite smell ever. I used to live for the Body Shop's banana shampoo and conditioner, so they're my favourite smells. What's the first thing you notice about people? Eyes, as in facial features, it's their eyes. I always look people directly in the eye. But if it's anything else, this is so awful, I always look at people's shoes. Like, I'm like, what shoes are you wearing? Yeah, so eyes, or if it's like clothing, shoes. When was the last time you cried? Last night on FaceTime to Taylor over Chris Evans, like... That could literally be a game out of this video. Drink every time Daisy says Chris Evans. What is your eye colour? I have green eyes. I mean, I think it's quite obvious. I don't think my eye colour ever looks different. I don't think it's ever hard to tell. I have green eyes. Scary movie or happy endings? That's a really different scale, isn't it? Like, I love both. I love scary movies. And I sometimes prefer like romantic films and things like that to not have a happy ending, because then it makes me cry. And I sometimes want those types of films to make me cry. Does anybody like that? Does anybody love a film that makes them cry? Because I do. If I had to pick, I'd probably say scary movies. I'm one of these people who I hate to be scared, but I love it. So that I'll put myself through it even though I hate it, but then I'm like, I loved that. What's the furthest you've ever been away from home? Florida. Florida's the furthest I've ever been. Oh, I like this one. I like this question. It's, what's your zodiac sign and do you believe it? My star sign is star. Oh my god. Are zodiac signs and star signs different? Anyway, my sign is Cancer. I'm June. I'm the end of June. Me and Taylor love talking about our star signs, and we'll often send each other like horoscopes and do those BuzzFeed quizzes like, who does your star sign match? I actually do believe mine. Like, whenever I read things about cancers and whenever I read things about like, you're a Cancer if, they're always so accurate, because I am a sensitive person. I do cry a lot. I'm very emotional. Like, everything stereotypically Cancer I relate to. Generally I'm weak and I'm a Cancer. Do you have any special talents? I don't know if I'd class this as a special talent, but I do have some issues with my body, but I can do some funny things with it, which is great, and this being one of them. So here's my hands, and I can sort of bend the tips of my fingers, and my whole body's like that. So I don't do that all the time because it's not good for me, but I can do that. And I show it to people all the time and they're like, oh my god, it's not that weird, is it? What do you want to be when you grow up? Well, considering I am grown up, all throughout my life it's been different. For instance, when I was little, I told my mum I wanted to be Dora the Explorer. I've wanted to be a writer, I've wanted to be a makeup artist, I've wanted to be an actress. There's all these things that I've wanted to be. But I think it's hard because there's a lot of things I'm unable to do. But I think if I had to pick one thing that I'd actually love for my job to be, like for my life, it'd probably be to work at Disney. Be a Disney cast member just generally working at Disney, or a Disney princess, like no offence, like I'd love to be a Disney princess and I think I could do that. How tall are you? I'm 5'3.5". 5'3". I'm quite short. What is your least favourite thing about yourself? There's a lot that I don't like about myself. But I think my main thing that I really, really dislike about myself is my teeth and my nose. They're the two things I hate. Like, I literally wish I was rich so I could have them both sorted and not feel horrific about them, because I hate my teeth and I hate my nose. What was your favourite and worst subject in school? So my favourite subject was English. I was always really good at English, like it was that one subject, the only subject in school ever that I didn't have to really try for. Like, I never had to like revise or study for things, I just did them and I was really good at it. So that was the one thing I loved because I was really good at it, so I enjoyed it. And my least favourite was 100% maths. I still to this day can't really do much more than like, I don't know what you'd call it in your country, but we'd like primary school, so like up to the age of like 11. My maths is never better than that age because I don't understand algebra. I hate maths, I absolutely hate it. What's your favourite animal? So I'm gonna give two because I feel like animals, there's a divide. I feel like there's pets and I feel like there's animal in general. So my favourite pets are 150,000,000% dogs. I don't like any other pets. I'm sorry if you're a cat person, I hate cats. I hate all other pets. I love dogs. Dogs, dogs, dogs. Any type of dog. Specifically Dachshunds, German Shepherds and Labradors. They're my three favourite breeds. I have a Labrador. And my favourite like non-pet animal is penguins. I love penguins so I don't know if you can see in the mirror, I've got a giant penguin plush. I've got so many penguin plushes. I love them. Favourite drink? I mean, I'm boring, I love water, I don't really drink anything but water. I'll give a fun answer. I don't really drink alcohol either, but my favourite alcoholic drink is a gin and tonic. What sports do you play? None. Absolutely none. How many girlfriends or boyfriends have you had? One, and luckily still with him. Oh, how would you describe your fashion sense? I've got two personalities. One's girly, one's literally like a punk rock emo. I'm either dressed in something with flowers and pink and pretty little like shoes and jewellery, or I'm just dressed in like all black Doc Martens, literally looking like I'm going to a funeral. My dress sense is either really girly or really not girly. Alexa, turn it up. Oh look, Chris Evans. I'd die for Chris Evans. That's my favourite picture in the whole entire world. Last night Taylor was sending me pictures of Chris for like 35 minutes straight and it was cute. I cried, had to get my inhaler out. I'm not joking, I'm actually being serious. I mean, I was laughing, so I think that's why, but why am I telling this to YouTube? If Chris Evans ever sees this, hi, I love you. Okay, what phone do you have? I have a iPhone 8 Plus. I'm only answering this, I wasn't going to, but because we get a lot of people ask what we take our pictures on Instagram, so if you see like any of our Disney pictures, then they're all taken on our phones. So I have the 8 Plus. Who are some of your favourite YouTubers? This is quite a good one. My all-time favourite YouTubers are Tim and Jen Tracker. And oh my god, yesterday they announced that they're having a baby and I cried. I have never ever been so happy to hear someone being pregnant in my life. Like, that was just like amazing. That made my whole year already. Nothing will top that. But yeah, I love the Trackers. I love Brogan Tate, she's one of my favourites. I absolutely love her. Adam Hatton. Yeah, I think they're my main ones though. They're all my main favourites who I watch a lot. I love Chris Evans. Honestly, why wasn't I cast as Peggy Carter? I actually found myself really funny. Someone has to. Tell us one of your bad habits. I have a lot of bad habits that I can't shake, that I think a lot of people would find annoying. I don't know, I think my worst habit is always like comparing myself to others and putting myself down. I'm literally constantly like comparing myself to people I see online. I think that's typical for girls now, isn't it? 3 things that upset you. I don't know what this means, like I don't know what really upsets me. The fact that I'm not married to Chris Evans upsets me deeply. I think the number one thing that upsets me more than anything is having to watch like films where dogs die. I think that's actually that's it. That's the number one thing that upsets me, is dogs dying. Destroys me having to think about that, so I avoid it at all costs. My dog is immortal, she'll never die. 3 things that make you happy. Okay, that's easy. Chris Evans. Literally drink every time I say Chris Evans. Do it on a night out. Yeah, 3 things that make me happy. Chris Evans. Can I say that or is that too cringe? I'm gonna start again. I'll include him at the end so it doesn't look as bad. 3 things that make me happy are dogs, Disney and Chris Evans. How's your relationship with your parents? My mum is my best friend in the whole entire world. I love her so much. I don't know what I'd do without my mum. My stepdad is amazing, so yeah, I'm really lucky. I've got really great parents. What's on your mind? Guess. What are your favourite quotes? I think one of my favourites is "Have courage and be kind" from Cinderella. I don't know, I think that is my all-time favourite quote. I think I like to think about that quote every day. I try and like, I don't know, incorporate that into my life. Like, I try to be as kind to people as possible, so have courage and be kind. Are you an extrovert or an introvert? 100,000,000% introvert. 100%. There's not even a question about that. Do you consider yourself a good cook? I consider myself a fantastic baker. No, I'm a good baker. Can't cook to save my life. Like, I hate cooking. I think it's because I hate it. I don't enjoy cooking a meal. I love baking cakes, decorating cakes, cookies, all of that. Hate cooking a meal. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Where does Chris Evans live again? I'd probably live in Florida or New York, or somewhere that gets a lot of snow. I mean, I know New York does, but it's busy, but I mean somewhere not as busy that gets a lot of snow, so Florida or New York are probably the 2 that I'd live. What's your favourite thing to have for breakfast? I don't know. I love having pancakes and bacon with maple syrup. That's probably my favourite breakfast food ever. Pancakes, bacon, maple syrup, have it. Favourite artists and or band? Hard question. I'm very musical. My music taste is very varied. I've said this in a story before. I think my favourite genre of music ever though is country music. But my favourite band of all time is McFly. They have been my favourite band since I think I was about 5 or 6 when I started loving McFly, so years, literal years. My favourite artists are probably Ariana Grande, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. Oh, Billy Joel! I love Billy Joel so much. He's probably like my all-time favourite singer. I'm going to see him this year for the first time. I'm the only one in my family that hasn't seen him, so I'm absolutely buzzing for that. Like, I love Billy Joel. There's a lot of people I love. My favourite country singers are Dan and Shay, Midland, Josh Turner, Brooks and Dunn, Alan Jackson. I love a lot of music, and I listen to a lot of really different music. Like, I think if you looked through my playlist, you'd be like, what the hell are you listening to? So yeah, that's some of my favourites.
Lock the door and turn the lights down low.
Tea or coffee? Tea. If I'm out, I want a coffee. I never drink tea unless I'm at home. I like both. Have any books you've read changed your life? I really like this question. I love reading. I can read like a book in a day. It's really awful because that probably takes the fun out of it. I feel like this is such a typical answer, but I think the first lot of books that really changed my life were Harry Potter. I think they were the first books that really affected my life and like impacted my life. I'd say Harry Potter, and then another one, you know, one of those books you read and you cannot stop thinking about it, like just everything, was Me Before You. And I think if you've seen the film, I really, really recommend reading the book, because the book literally tore me in half. Like I stayed up till I think 4:30 in the morning finishing it, and I just laid in bed sobbing for hours. Like, I know the film is so sad and the film is amazing, but read the book. Okay, what's your favourite movie? Okay, we're taking out Disney, we're taking out Marvel, we're going old school. I'm gonna give you 5. If they don't match what I've said before, it's because I can't pick one favourite movie. I have 1,000,001. The Lost Boys, Jurassic Park, the original, Back to the Future. This is so hard. Fast and Furious. This is going to be great content. I don't know where I got to in that question. The lighting's probably changed again. You fell. I probably left it in because it's funny. The Lost Boys, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, Fast and Furious. Rocky! All 6 Rockies are my favourite ever film series ever, outside of like Disney, Marvel and all of that. Rocky. Absolutely love Rocky. Oh my god. My goal in life is to meet Sylvester Stallone. I'm not joking. I've tweeted that. It is my goal in life and it will happen. If you've never watched any of the Rocky films, please, please do. Please, I'm begging you, go and watch Rocky. That was stressful. What else do I love? I just feel like I should include some more because I have great movie taste. I do, I'm sorry. Like Goonies, Ghostbusters, Jaws. I like old movies. All my favourite films are either from the 80s or just after. And then I love a lot of new films obviously, but most of my favourites are from that era. The Bodyguard. Love that film. She's All That. Oh, why wasn't that in my top 5? She's All That is my all-time favourite like romantic comedy, like rom-com. It's my favourite ever rom-com. There we go, there's some great movie suggestions. I hope you've enjoyed that. What's your favourite TV show? I have a few again. My life revolves around TV shows and movies. Like, I'm not a going out person. I'm 20, I've been to a nightclub once. I've been to a nightclub once since turning 18, so I'm a party animal, as you can tell. I'll give you a few, like, my all-time favourite is probably Peaky Blinders, then The Vampire Diaries, The Punisher, which is amazing. Like, Netflix cancelling The Punisher ruined my life. I have never been so angry in my life. Please, why have you done that? Like, why? It's no good for anyone. Stranger Things. Sabrina, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is probably my favourite TV show right now, and it's very, very high up there in my top 5. So they're my top 5, and I highly recommend all of them. They're all fantastic. Ooh. Okay, fun. What is your coffee order? Okay, Starbucks, easy. Iced caramel macchiato with almond or oat milk. In winter, it's a regular caramel macchiato. Who is your celebrity crush? I literally, do I need to say it again? I mean, I'm happy to, because it's Chris Evans. There we go. I can't wait to count how many times I've said Chris Evans. What are your pet peeves? Oh dear, I have a lot. I hate people chewing with their mouths open. No, biggest pet peeve, when people are smoking cigarettes and they blow all the smoke in your face. Like when you're walking in public and they're just smoking in your face. I'm like, stop it. Get that out of my face. I hate cigarettes. Hate them. That is my pet peeve, when people do that. What do you do in your free time? I literally, in my free time, I just watch films, talk to Taylor, or me and my boyfriend go to the cinema all the time. It's like our favourite thing to do. Luckily, he's like me. By the way, I'm not this boring girlfriend. Like, he's the exact same, so it's fine. Movies, cinema, Taylor, life. Who is your role model? I think I have 3 like main role models who I like look up to. Probably Audrey Hepburn, #1, forever. Ariana Grande and Brie Larson. They are my 3. I adore all of them. I think they're all amazing. So they're my 3 role models. Something weird about you people wouldn't know. I don't think it's weird, but everyone I meet in life, apart from Taylor, thinks it's weird. And it is that I don't drink a single thing without a straw. And before people come for me, I have metal straws. Don't worry. I will not drink a single thing without straw, especially tea and coffee. Like, I'm very conscious of like staining my teeth, so I just don't drink anything without a straw, and people find it really weird. So yeah, if I'm out and I can't get a straw, I won't get like a different drink, I'll just have water. So that's something weird about me, I guess. I'm literally just thinking about Chris Evans. I just want to do a video where all I talk about is Chris Evans. What's your full name? I mean, I don't want to put my full name on YouTube, but my first and middle name are Daisy Iris, so I'm 2 flowers. Ah, any tattoos? No, but I have my first tattoo booked for the 4th of June. It's going to be my 21st present from my mum, and I've wanted this specific thing for a really long time, like a very long time, and it's something that I love and something that I've always loved. So yeah, I'm getting my first tattoo on the 4th of June. If you're here from Instagram, you might have seen a poll I did, and I asked if you thought it would be a Disney tattoo or a Halloween tattoo. Most people voted Disney, but it's actually Halloween themed. That's all I'm gonna say. So go follow our Instagram if you want to see my first tattoo. And yeah, so no tattoos yet. What are you wearing? Okay, so I'm wearing a pair of Spider-Man Disney ears, as I've said. Cowboys NFL sweatshirt. Something you're obsessed with that people probably wouldn't know. I mean, I don't know if it's something that people wouldn't know, but maybe people from our joint Instagram wouldn't know this, and that is that I'm obsessed with witches and like witch history and everything that happened in like Salem. I love learning about like the Salem witch trials, things like that. And I do actually believe in that kind of stuff. Like, I know it's really, a lot of people find that weird, but I do believe in like witches, ghosts, things like that, and I wish I could be a witch. Yeah, so witches is something I'm obsessed with that people probably wouldn't know. Like, I know people know that I love like Sabrina and Halloween, but I genuinely love like witches and everything like that. How many times I just said witches? Oh my god, new drinking game. Every time Daisy says Chris Evans or witches, drink. Who is your favourite football team? I mean, I don't really have one, but I'm going to say Cowboys because I'm wearing a Cowboys jumper. I'm going to answer that again and make myself not look stupid. Who's your favourite football team? I mean, I'm not really a sports girl, but because of my boyfriend, I'm obliged to say Man United. So Man United are my favourite football team, apparently. Ooh, if you could be in any TV show or movie, what would it be? I think TV show, I'd say Sabrina, 100%. Like, I'd have to say Sabrina. And movie, I know I said I wasn't going to make this Disney or Marvel, but if I had to pick one, I would be in Captain America, First Avenger, as Peggy Carter. But yeah, if I had to pick a movie, non-Disney and Marvel, I would pick... I don't know, people are going to be like, why the hell would you pick that? I'd pick The Lost Boys. That is my all-time favourite vampire film, anything. Like, that is the best vampire movie ever, and I love it. And I'd be in The Lost Boys. Maggots, Michael, you're reading maggots. I'm gonna watch that later. Can you describe yourself in 3 words? I mean, they're all probably gonna be negative, so I don't know. I think I'm kind, understanding. I'm very understanding, and I think Taylor gave me one that she said for me, and I agree. And I think passionate. Like, the things I love, I'm very passionate about. Chris Evans. Yeah, so they're the 3 words I'd use that aren't negative. What is your favourite food? My favourite food is Chinese, but sadly I can't eat gluten. I no longer can have like takeaway Chinese, and I don't think there's anything sadder in my life than that fact. But Chinese is my favourite food. My favourite meal of all time is Christmas dinner and Chinese. This one's not Disney or anything, so that's fine, but it's what house would you be in Harry Potter? I always like to think I'm a Gryffindor, and I would put myself in Gryffindor, but whenever I take tests and things I get Hufflepuff. But I'd put myself in Gryffindor. I personally see myself as a Gryffindor. Just because a quiz says it, I'm not going to go with it, do you know what I mean? I'm a Gryffindor. What's your favourite time of year? My favourite time of year is 100% autumn. Autumn, Halloween, that time of year is my favourite. Like, when the leaves start falling and everything's like orange, red, yellow, I live for it. When it's like chilly but still sunny, I love autumn. Okay, I'm going to do one last question, and I really like this one actually because I feel like this is something that I often try and get across, and it's what is the strangest thing about you? I think the strangest thing about me is I am 20 years old. I'm nearly 21, and I still feel like I'm about 14. And I know a lot of people say things like this, that they say like I still feel like a child, but I genuinely, like, all my interests are still so young for my age. The things that I love and like the things that I buy, I'm sat on a bed filled with Disney toys, and I know that's not completely weird, but I can't explain it properly. I still feel like a child. I still look at like dolls and I want to buy dolls. I still look at toys, I want toys. It's really hard to explain. I don't feel like an adult. Like, it's really, really strange. I think a lot of people would find it weird about me if they knew me in person, because there's a lot of things girls my age should be doing and should enjoy doing, like the going out thing and going on days out shopping with their friends and going on girls' holidays. I couldn't think of anything worse, literally nothing worse. I would rather honestly stick pins in my eyes than go on a girls' holiday. Not even joking. I still feel very young for my age, and I think a lot of people, if they met me, would agree and think, you know, she doesn't seem 20 at all, and it's weird. I find it weird. The things that I really love are still very young. But you know, there are things that I do love and do that are more my age. I think if you meet me, you'd be like, how are you anywhere near over 15? Just by how I am. So that's the strangest thing about me. I think I'm very stuck. I feel like a bit of a Benjamin Button. I feel like I'm going backwards. I'm 5 inside. Okay, so I think that's everything. I've covered a lot of areas. I know I've mentioned Disney. I know I've mentioned Chris Evans over and over again, but Disney's my life. I couldn't really not include it at all in any way, even if it was just mentioning. Hopefully you've got a bit more of an idea of the things that I like, how I am as a person, outside of the Instagram account that me and Taylor have. It's been really fun. It's been nice to talk about the things that I love, or don't love. I really, really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you subscribe, like it, maybe comment if you have any suggestions for us, because hopefully we'll be seeing each other next weekend to film. But if not, we might film another video each separately, so we're not, you know, inconsistent. So let us know if you have suggestions for separate videos or for joint videos. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.